Welcome for another edition of NC Sports Weekly News. In the lineup, massive crowds in Les Sables d'Olonne for the Vendée Globe Skipper's Tribute. Fair wind, Andrew. Tragedy shakes the 34th America's Cup. South Africa wins the ISA World Surfing Games in Santa Catalina, Panama. And Tyler Wright wins Rio and steps up to #1 in the ASB World Rankings. Plunge into the action with NC Sports. Masses of sailing fans gathered on the beach of Les Sables d'Olonne for the official prize-giving ceremony of the Vendée Globe. In a full Hollywood-style presentation, the huge crowd got yet another chance to greet all 20 skippers participating in this edition, and also honor the top performers.
To finish the race this time is unbelievable, and to finish third was beyond, my wildest dreams.
It's true that it was a bit of a letdown to have been so close to victory, but then I came to do a good race, and 99% of my objectives have been achieved.
All eyes were on new ocean sailing sensation François Gabart, the youngest ever at age 29. He won it against all odds, also setting the new impressive 78-day record. His captivating simplicity has become the symbol of France's new generation.
Well, I saw plenty of people when I docked, but now there are quite a few more here tonight. It makes me realize that there were really many people following us during the winter. I lived my dream, but got to share it with many, which is a great pleasure. I'm happy to see so many people and such passion around the Vendée Globe.
The tragic loss of British sailor and Olympic medalist Andrew Simpson of Artemis Racing in the San Francisco Bay has dominated the week's headlines. The response and the tributes of the sailing and nautical communities as a whole have been overwhelming for Andy, aka Bart Simpson, age 36 from Chertsey in Surrey. NC Sports and the entire Nautical Channel crew expressed their deepest condolences to his wife and young son, to his family, friends, and all Artemis team members. Already sailing at age 5, he was a world-class contender since his teens in the lasers. Then pairing up with Ian Percy in the Star class, Simpson won a gold in Beijing 2008, and then a silver in London 2012. Also with lifetime friend Ian, Simpson was on board plus 39 at the 32nd America's Cup in Valencia in 2007. A joyful partner and a superior athlete, his remarkable professional career went from grinder to bowman, and then on to strategist on the AC-72 with Percy and Artemis the CEO Paul Caillard. He will be forever remembered with affection by the entire circuit. Too soon to tell whether responsibility comes with the choice of an overambitious class of boat, if it is due to a reduced testing period on an excessively steep learning curve, or then again if the fault lies instead with this single boat's construction and design history. This now makes little difference and is obviously of no comfort to the Simpson family. But it is the fundamental question for the safety of all sailing teams on board. Investigators on the field will soon establish the exact dynamics of the accident. Yet all 4 teams are now left pondering on their immediate future. With this edition of the America's Cup number 34 now seriously at risk, NC Sports will keep you posted with all incoming news from San Francisco. Stay tuned for the complete update and analysis in next week's special edition of Top Story. The Cup is full. The the beach of Santa Catalina, Panama's prime surf spot offered perfect reef break for the 2013 Reef ISA World Surfing Games, bringing together 150 athletes and coaches from 24 nations worldwide. Facing strong contenders in Peru, Brazil, but especially Australia, Team South Africa ultimately took home the week-long championship series. Young Aussie Demiti Stoyle, however, stole away the show in the women's division.
There wasn't too many waves out there, and the girls were kind of all sitting really close, and I was out there by myself, and a wave finally came through. So yeah, I just was stoked I got that one, so it made my final.
The national team format did put a twist on the sport here in Panama. With top wave conditions and 4 men and 2 women per squad, the event ignited both athletes and passionate crowds. With a 9.33 in his final and solid 8s to follow, John Triburte defeated both Peru's DeCall and Maloney of Australia, thus clinching the men's final and pushing Team South Africa to overall victory.
It's a very selfish sport, and it's nice to come and actually be at the beach cheering on other guys, and you want your team to do well and you're trying to do well, and it's a lot less selfish, and yeah, it's really fun seeing all the flags and all the people from all the countries, and I mean it's a special event because we only have one a year.
Congratulations are also due to David Van Zyl, younger brother of our own Nautical Channel presenter Andy Van Zyl, for his strong overall performance in Santa Catalina with the Springboks. The battle for the title is coming down to the wire at the Women's ASP World Championship Tour as Tyler Wright captures the Colgate Plaques Girls Rio Pro and the overall leadership in a heated final against the Sally Fitzgibbons. The Brazilian series offered small wave conditions for the semis and finals. Not Tyler's specialty.
3 events left, France, America and Portugal. It's all very exciting stuff. I'm actually really excited. I got a really good board under my feet, and like my forte is not small waves, so I can't believe that I just won in small waves. But yeah, I'm excited, ready to go.
Wright defeated Bianca Buitendag to access the finals, while Fitzgibbons ousted Carissa Moore in her semis. Sally put on a top performance in the All-Australian final, but fell to Wright 1780 to 1567.
I think from my angle, I'm running behind at the moment, and I'm just looking to just keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully, those little rhythm switches happen, and just post some more final results, or I go into every event wanting to win, and that's the goal, and hopefully, that can come true in the next few events.
With just 3 Women's ASP Pro Tour events left on the calendar, a powerful Tyler Wright is now pulling away in the rankings. But Carissa Moore, Sally Fitzgibbons, and Courtney Conlog are still close enough before an upset. Stay tuned for more pro surfing in the next edition of NC Sports Weekly News, and with all results from the men's ASP Billabong Rio event. NC Sports, plunge into the action.